Hello and welcome to the UNISA Cape Town campus situated in Parel. This video is for our first-time students to familiarize you with the support services and facilities available to you as a registered student. Upon entering the campus, the security staff will request that you sign the register. Your ID card will also be scanned. Student administration services are available at the UNISA Cape Town campus and George Centre. Student administration services at our campuses include applications, administration inquiries, advisory services on curriculum and subject choice, registrations, credits and exemption applications, as well as examination inquiries. Collecting your study material. Upon registration, you had the option to receive your study material via courier, counter collection, or online. If you chose the counter collection option, you will receive an SMS notifying you when you can collect. If you're unable to collect the items yourself and are sending a third party, please remember to provide them with a letter granting them permission to collect on your behalf. The person will also need to provide us with a copy of your ID or driver's license as well as theirs. It is important to collect your study material as soon as possible. Material not collected within 5 days is returned to Pretoria. Obtaining your student card. When you were given the option to include a student card in your registration fees. If you have done so, you can have your student card made in minutes at the ground floor next to the counseling department. If you did that option,
Perfect.
Good morning to the students online. We just want to check that you are connecting with us. So if you could please give us a thumbs up that you can hear us. Thank you. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Gabriel.
Testing 1, 2.
Okay, so I think before we start the official program, just to make a couple of announcements. Just emergency exits in the unlikely event of an emergency is at the back. So that is where the emergency exit is. The closest bathrooms are out the door at the counseling section to the left. We have our disabled and male and female bathrooms. Also, just to introduce you this morning to our online moderator, Mr. Jacques Dutoy. Jacques Dutoy will be handling all the online comments. Then also you were asked to scan a feedback form That is just to give us some feedback on the session today. The form has been placed on various tables. For the students online, there will be an online QR code for you to complete. And then also just to make an announcement about our career fair that is happening on the 18th of March. We would like to invite you all back to attend. There will be various companies here on the day speaking about employability and looking at your options for employment. So please do join us. It's on the 18th of March. From 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock at the Cape Town campus. But without further ado, I would like to introduce you to our regional director, Mr. Motalian Huang, and he will do the welcome today. Thank you, Mr. Huang. Okay. For any students that have questions online, we will deal with questions and answers a little bit later in the program. We would also like to say that we won't do questions and answers after each session, but we will have one full roundup question and answer session at the end. Thank you. Don't worry. Okay.
Program Director, Ms. Davis, who is our Acting Manager of Communications and Marketing, my fellow colleagues who are here from the different units, and members of the SRC that are led by Ms. Nomfundo Kumalo, and most importantly, our dear first year students in the room and also online. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as the Regional Director to officially welcome you to our university community. Today marks the beginning of a life-changing journey for you, one that will challenge you intellectually, stretch you personally, and prepare you professionally. You are joining one of the largest and most respected institutions of higher learning on the African continent, the University of South Africa, that is UNISA. UNISA operates under the open distance e-learning model. And what does it mean for you? It means flexibility. It means access to you. It also means opportunity without boundaries. An ODL institution, as an ODL institution, UNISA allows students from diverse geographic locations, backgrounds, and life circumstances to access quality higher education. Whether you are studying while you are working, managing family responsibilities, or living far from a traditional campus, this model is designed to empower you to succeed through structured independence and digital learning platforms. With a student population of close to 400,000 in 2025, UNISA is not just a university. It is a vast academic community. When you become a UNISA student, you join a powerful network of scholars. You become a UNISA student, you join a powerful networks of professionals, innovators, and leaders across South Africa, the continent, and the world. This institution has produced distinguished alumni who have shaped our country and beyond. Among them is the current president of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, who is a proud UNISA graduate. His journey reminds us that the qualification and here carry weight. It carries credibility and also impact in the society. You are therefore not just enrolling in a university, you are becoming part of the legacy. So you should not fail those who came before you. Students, studying in an open distance e-learning environment requires discipline. It requires self-motivation and a strong time management. Colleagues will elaborate on those things when they present. Unlike traditional contact institutions, no one will remind you daily to attend academic activities, workshops, whatever invitations that we send to you. You must manage your study schedule, engage actively on digital platforms like MyUNISA, meet assignment deadlines, and prepare consistently for assessments. With independence comes responsibility. Allow me to share a few guiding principles for your success. First, take ownership of your academic journey that we have now started. Log on to the student portal MyUNISA, read announcements, engage with your study material from day one. Do not wait until the assessment approaches. Second, manage your time intentionally. Create a realistic study program and stick to it. Balance your academic, personal, and professional responsibilities carefully. Third, use the support structure available in the region. Although UNISA operates through ODL, you are not alone. Our regional office provides administrative support, academic guidance, and student development services. Reach out when you need clarity or assistance. Fourth, uphold academic integrity. Plagiarism and academic misconduct have serious consequences. Protect your academic record by producing original work and following university guidelines. Fifth one, stay resilient. There will be challenging moments. Online learning can sometimes feel isolating. But remember, thousands of students are walking this journey alongside you. Students, your admission here is not by chance. You belong to this institution of nearly 400,000 students. You are part of a legacy that includes national leaders, industry pioneers, academics, and entrepreneurs. One day, you too will be a graduate and perhaps sit in a positions of influence and leadership. The foundation of that future begins now with the decision you make this semester. As a regional director, I want to assure you that this region is committed to supporting you in your academic journey. We are partners in your success. Engage with us through the proper channels. Participate actively in regional activities and take full advantage of the opportunities available to you. Today, you are first-year students. Tomorrow, you will be graduates. And in the years to come, you will be the ambassadors of the University of South Africa. Make this journey count for you. Once again, welcome to the University of South Africa, the University of the Land. Welcome to the ODL community, and welcome to a future of possibility. I wish you every success in your academic journey. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nhuang, for the warm welcome and the good words of wisdom to our first year students. So we really want to get to know you a little bit better. And I'm going to start by asking how many students here are from the College of Law? Raise your hands. And I also ask you to note the people around you because it will be a good idea to get their contact details and stay in contact with them during your academic journey. Economic and Management Sciences. One. We'll connect you with the people. We can also connect you with the people online. Human Sciences. Okay, not too many. Science, Engineering, and Technology. Good. And Education. Okay, so I asked you to just note the people around you in the room and to connect with them afterwards. So we are going to play a little game. And I'm going to select someone in the room. And yes, I guess the second last person to arrive would be a good one to start with. Right. I would like you to just introduce yourself, your name, which college you are from, and also tell us why you chose to study at UNISA.
Hello everyone, my name is Renee. I'm at the College of Agriculture, Animal Welfare. I chose to study here because this was another option for Pretoria, which is also animal welfare thingy going on there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, we're coming to the front of the room. Good morning, ma'am. If you can just say your name, the college, and why you chose to study at UNISA.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pelisa. From the College of Human Science. So I chose to study at UNISA because it offers the higher certificate thing, which is it gives people a chance that they can do the higher certificate, then after they can apply for their degrees. So yeah, that's why.
Thank you so much. So I should be going there, but I'll just go one back.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Teresa, and I'm of the College of Education. The reason why I chose UNISA is because at UNISA you can study, but you can also do a lot of other things. So that's one of the reasons I chose UNISA. Thank you.
Is it sort of resonating with the other students, the reasons why people chose to study at UNISA? Good. Okay, we'll come here.
My name is Liklotlo. I'm in the Faculty of Education, and I decided to study at UNISA because I wanted to work as well, and the time management is flexible. Thank you.
And I think that is, thank you. And I think that is true for very many students. And hence what Mr. Huang was talking about this morning, remaining resilient, doing good time management. That is very important. Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Hamilton. I'm in the College of Law, and I decided to study here at UNISA because of the flexibility and the opportunities that comes with the university. Thank you.
Okay, we are now going to our students online. Is there anyone online that would like to share which college they are from, just introduce themselves and why they chose to study at UNISA? Okay, Sammy Lee.
Everyone. Hi everyone, my name is Roshante and I'm from the College of Education. I chose UNISA because it is very comfortable to study from the comfortability of your own home.
Thank you so much. Another online student?
I'm Younger.
Hi, Younger.
Hello, everybody. I'm from the College of Education. I chose to study at UNISA because I am currently abroad and I travel a lot. So UNISA is credited, and it makes it easy for me to study wherever I am in the world.
Great. Thank you for sharing. Last one online, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mzugisi. I'm based in Cape Town. I chose to study in UNISA because it's going to give me more time to be able to study while I'm working.
Good. So, yes, we can see that there is a lot of students studying at UNISA due to the flexibility of online studies. Okay, so at the beginning of the session, well, actually before the session started, I told students to have a listen to the video that was playing in the beginning. And I just have 3 questions to ask. And the first person to raise their hand with the correct answer will receive a prize. So I would like to know, if you send someone to collect your study material on your behalf, what do they need to have with them?
They need to have your ID copy and a message from you. Yeah. Student number.
No, I just, John, maybe you can help me just see who raises their hands first, and so that we can go down the line. So I'm going to ask again. Okay, everybody's hands down. Everybody's hands down. Where if you send someone to collect your study material on your behalf, what are the 3 things that they need to bring? Which, the lady with the black?
So they need to have either your ID copy, a message from you, their ID or driving license.
Okay, Tandeka will come and bring you your prize. Okay, there's 2 more to go. So the next question I have is name. Bronwyn, if you can just watch the hands, please. Name 2 social. Oh, I've never. Phew. Can you imagine them in exams? The question is name 2 social media platforms that UNISA utilizes. Okay, yeah, I saw that first.
The internet and billboards. That's-
What's next? Who was next? Mm.
I think it's Facebook and sure. Facebook and I don't know the second one.
Okay. Okay, who was next? Oh, just
I think it's the internet and Facebook.
Bronwyn? Oh, there.
I think it's Facebook and Instagram.
The pink.
I think it's Facebook and YouTube.
But no. Wait. Let me think about this one. We'll give it to you, sir. Well done. Okay, and then the last question is name 2 services offered by student administration. And then the
Enrollment. Yeah. And registration.
Okay, it was the girl over here with the brown.
I think it's registration and also terms of the funds of NSFAS or anything.
Thank you, T. 1 more prize there. Okay, so I hope you've all warmed up a little bit before we start with the official program. Our students online, are you still okay? Okay, so we will now move into the different sections that we have support services on our campus. I will start with communication and marketing. No. Okay, I think that the slides are a little bit out of sequence, so we will start with student admin. So the presenters for student admin are Mr. Lonwabo Eni and Ms. Buiswa Ngalo.
Good morning, goeiemorgen, sanbonani, khotso. My name is Lonwabo Kobeni. I'm working at student admin. I'm a student advisor. Welcome to UNISA, first of all of you. It's good to see you here. Welcome, even those who are online. We are welcoming you at UNISA. I'm going to talk about what we are doing at student admin. Just an overview so that you won't be confused at the end of the day, because a lot of students are getting confused of asking their friends with regards to the information of UNISA. However, each and every region has got student advisors that can assist you so that you go wrong in your studies. First of all, I'll talk about in terms of curriculum. It is important to come to advisors for help, or if you need something for clarity's sake in terms of your subject, which is your modules that you are choosing each and every semester, so that you don't get confused. Let me make an example. Students who are doing education, it is important for you each and every year to make sure that you do register for your practical modules, so that you don't keep them on your last year, whereby we will tell you that you are not you are not supposed to register all 4 of your practical modules, because the college doesn't allow you to do that. So it is important to register all your modules each and every year that you are studying. Secondly, make sure that you use your time, or else you email student admin at Cape Town at unisa.ac.za. We do respond to emails, even though there's a lot of emails or a number of emails that is sending to us, but must be patient with us. We will respond to you. Thirdly, when you are a student at UNISA, make sure that you use my live email address to send your email, because that's the only communication that we had with students. If you send it via Gmail or your personal email address, you won't be able to attend to it. And also, students, you must make sure that when you send someone to UNISA, you write a letter of consent, and you must give that person your ID copy so that we can be able to help you. Because we're experiencing people who are sending their aunts, they are dead, but according to the Appropriate Act, that's not allowed. UNISA only has got a contract with you as a student. The other thing that I would like to highlight, student, UNISA, we have supporting structure to our students. In terms of your studies, as you see that you have peers here that you can engage with. Never think that you are alone in this journey, because sometimes you will feel like it's overwhelming for you because you are working, and sometimes other students are working while they are studying. So they decide to come. We had scenarios or experiences of students who will come to us who like to just cancel their modules out of the blue. And bear in mind, for example, if you're an NSFAS student and you want to come and cancel your module just because you want to cancel the modules, you decide that maybe you don't want to study anymore. Bear in mind that you are reliable for your debt. And bear in mind, in terms of cancellation of the modules, that once you are canceling your modules after 10-day period, then you are reliable for you are not going to get refund of your registration money. and you are reliable for the outstanding balance that you will be if you are an NSFAS student. But a colleague of mine can dwell on that if I'm mistaken. Thirdly, if you need a refund, let's say, for instance, you are registered now, and then later on you paid a lot of money, and then you want a refund. It's plus minus 15 working days to get that money back. You need to be patient with us. You need to be patient with us. We do help our student as much as we can. Student, please don't listen to things that they say on social media. For example, Telegram. I see there's a lot of groups on Telegram sending wrong information to students, and the students become confused of how the UNISA works or how the system of UNISA works. Make sure that if you have time to come to campus, go to student admin. We will assist you. We will let you know of what you need to know. Whatever confusion that you have, we will assist you. And because of this, bear in mind there's scams that is going on with on Telegram, on Facebook, on whatever that might be social media. I'm talking about social media. So don't listen to such things, because when you come to us and we tell you that no, that's the wrong information, students become upset. Make your time. Even if you email to Cape Town at UNISA, we will assist you. I think I might pause here at some point. Are there any questions at the moment? Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, next up, we will have our funding officer, Msukiswa Maduna. She's a very important lady for our funded students.
Thank you, Leanne. Good day, everyone. My name, as Leanne has mentioned, is Uzukiswa Maduna, and I administer funding. So my directorate is the Directorate of Student Funding. So I'll start with what we do at Student Funding. So our directorate administers donors funds, and that is according to the donors criteria. We've got bursaries and we've got loans. And then our main aim then it is to assist financially needy and academically deserving students. We have empowered over the number of years colleges and geographical groups. Then our vision is now to be a beacon of great hope and excellence, mostly for you guys. And our mission is to effectively and efficiently administer all funding at your disposal, particularly for students and donors, for you guys to receive a very high quality service from a committed student funding team. So we have different bursaries, as mentioned, DHET bursary, Funza Lushaga, social work bursaries, TRC, military veteran. We do also administer private bursaries, various government bursaries, private companies, and UNISA postgrad bursaries. Now, this is the most important thing, or maybe slide out of all the slides I have. It is the responsibility for you guys. What is your responsibility as a student? So you need to visit the UNISA website for bursary information and apply as indicated in the advert of which whatever bursary or loan that you're applying for. And you must make sure that you match the requirements, the criteria of the bursary or loan. You must constantly visit the inbox. In most cases, I would refer to NSFAS portal because it's the biggest bursary that we administer. You guys need to check your inboxes constantly, and then you need to seek different source of funding, not just NSFAS. As I mentioned, it's not NSFAS is the biggest, but we do administer a whole lot of other bursaries and loans too. Now we talk about the money, the allowances. So UNISA is a no contact institution. Therefore, NSFAS does not give UNISA students accommodation. We do not have res. And you guys do not receive laptops, as many of you come to me and inquire about it. The only thing that you do get at UNISA is your book allowance, which is 5,460 for the whole year. And then for students who now add 10 modules, you guys also get a living allowance for 10 months of 304.60 cents. And then registration data. A registration data is a template, right? And in this template, for example, I'm Zugiswa. In this template would be my name. It would be what I'm studying and how many modules I'm registered for, and the total of the amount of modules that I'm registered for. This is the information that we send to NSFAS so that they know what you're studying and how much it is. It is a form of an invoice. We are claiming the money on your behalf as the administrators. And we normally send registration data after registration period. And this is because you guys register and then your friend says this and you decide the next week you want to cancel. So we allow you guys the period or maybe the time to make the alterations or changes that you want to make to your registration before we submit this. And when we submit this information to NSFAS, they first have to link your information and then get back to us and confirm that we can go forth with the allowances. Hence why even now you have not received your allowances. Registration closed last week. This week we are sending registration data. Once that is linked, we will be sending you guys emails with a link for you to update your banking details so that you may get your allowances. And of course, that is my email. I am available also for face-to-face interaction on counter 15. And yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sukiswa and Lamkwabo, for your presentation. As we said, we're going to allow questions on after all the presentations have been completed. I will now call on, is Mr. Carberry in the venue? Yeah, yes, Mr. Carberry. He will talk you through study material and study spaces.
Good morning, all students. Hope you're doing well. So first of all, just to let you know, the information you've heard so far, there's going to be a test, and if you don't pass that test, unfortunately, you won't get into the exams, okay? And if you're hearing this joke for the second time, I would be worried because I used it at orientation last year, so please. So guys, what is the purpose of a access card? I know many students come to me, they ask me, is there a library card, is there a student card? We have something called the access card, or you can call it a student card. There's one card for all access. What facilities do we have available to students on campus? We have the library, as well as a computer lab, which runs Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. There are times that they open additional hours. So please follow our UNISA Western Cape Facebook page where they will post those additional hours on there. Then the other purpose is for access to the actual campus. When you come into the front, they usually ask you for your ID or your student card. And then we also have study facilities available, which I will show you guys soon, which is open Monday to Friday, no, Monday to Sunday, 8 till 10, and then during exams, we open 24 hours. So how do you get your student card? When you register, there's an option to include access to campus. If you click that option, whether you pay the registration yourself, whether you through a bursary, that cost of the card will be included. So how do you check that? You come to us in the access card opposite here, and we will check on the system whether you paid or not. If you haven't clicked that option, you have to go to the computer lab on the first floor, and the cost of the card is 90 Rand. The other added benefits, I know everybody likes benefits. When you go to places, lots of places advertise student discounts. You can use your student card for that. Next, I'm going to talk about study materials. So when you register, they give you 3 options. First option, to access your study materials fully online. The second option is courier, where they will courier to the address you specify. You can specify either your work or your home. If you are unavailable, when the courier contacts you, they will ask, is there somebody else that can collect? So you can also make arrangements with your neighbor or your parents, whoever's at home, to have it delivered. Then the third option is counter collection. We have a counter here in room A9. If you choose that option, you'll get an SMS stating your study materials ready for collection. Once you get that SMS, you can come and collect it by us. If you are unavailable to come and collect and you want to send somebody on your behalf, how that works is you need to send a valid ID. That person must have a valid ID or driver's license. Then we'll need a copy of your ID or driver's license and a letter from you giving them permission. It doesn't have to be a physical letter. You can send it over WhatsApp as well. Then lastly, our study area space. We have available venue C5 and C6. C5 is where you can study quietly. Then we have C6. C6 we use for group discussion. So say, for example, you and a couple of friends come together and you say, look, we want to discuss this project. Then that's where you'll use C6. In the venues, you'll see over there, there's aircon, there's good lighting. You can open the windows if you want to. No cooking in the venues, please, guys. There's plugs available as well for all your devices. So we've got the 2-point plug and we've got the 3-point plug. And that is from me. Thank you. Sorry, I also want to mention, if you want your student card, we are going to be available after the session, directly opposite over here. So you can come to us for the card.
Thank you, Mubashir. So now you have been orientated with regards to access to the university in terms of registration, your funding, the access card that is a requirement. I recall somebody mentioned ID. Remember, that's your student ID that you must come with. We also have spaces available for you. So if you find yourself in an environment where you can't find a quiet space to study, we have sufficient space with free Wi-Fi all around available on campus. This campus has a generator as well. So if there's any power outages, there will be a 1 or 2 minute lag and then the power goes on again. So you have uninterrupted power and uninterrupted Wi-Fi access if you make use of our space at our campus. I'm now going to take you through the second part of the walk. You've now registered, you've hopefully paid up, you have your access card. Now we are going to look at what kind of support is available to you. And I'm going to call on my colleagues, Jacques and Bronwyn, and they are going to talk you through what we call facilitation of learning and this learning support services that you can enjoy at the campus. Thank you, Jacques.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abrams. Good morning, students. It's good to see that you're all eager to study through university. Let us start at the very beginning. I think that I'm going to give micro teaching lessons to Bronwyn just to give you an overview, and digital learning will be unpacked. But let us start with academic literacy. So before everything started this morning, they asked, what is it that you study? And some people say, I'm studying the College of Law. Some people said, I'm studying the College of Economic and Management Sciences. So the very first form of support that we've got is academic literacy. Now, if you look at academic literacies, students would say, you know what, I am academically literate, otherwise I wouldn't have made it to university. And when they ask us what is it that we offer, we say academic writing, academic reading. The reality of that is that we all need to be academically literate. And when you're a law student, you've never studied law at high school. So it's very difficult to summarize a legal text. Poetry, you need to, there's a different way of, analyzing poetry at university. The same thing about definitions in economic and management sciences. You need to know what is meant by certain things. For example, if they ask you to write an essay, you first need to look at the verb. If they ask you to discuss, you need to write a discursive essay. Analyze, analytical essay. If they ask you to comment on something, you need to take a stance or point to that. So there's various ways in which you present information that can actually make you succeed at university. So the academic literacies, we do have a range of workshops that we offer for you, from what is academic reading and writing, how to study for law, how to do legal summaries, how to look for the facts in legal texts, how to look for the issues, the rules, the ratio decidendi, the obiter dictum, all of these wonderful concepts in order to make effective summaries. The same thing with financial accounting. On financial accounting, there's a different way of studying auditing and taxation, as well as your ledgers. So that is also some of the skills, and also statistics. You need to have a different mindset in order to do that. I've also picked up that some students are doing agriculture and environmental sciences. So for that, you need to also be in the field, right? You're either going to do your work integrated learning that you get a mark for. You need to do a portfolio. If you do animal health and animal welfare, you need to work with cats and dogs and, analyze them. Engineering, you need to build certain things. You need to be in the engineering firm in order for them to sign up your logbook. So that is part of your work integrated learning. For those of you who study social work, you need to go and work with children, and you need to work with, be in the field. And that is where your practical or your practica comes in. Social auxiliary work, social work, or in labs. Tabo is going to take you through the digital learning and Bronwyn through the micro lessons. But we do have an overview. Bronwyn, are you going to do the slide? Okay. So just to wrap up a little bit of that support, Bronwyn is going to take you through some of the key portals where you can find information on where do you need to click in order to join these sessions. So sessions are being offered by academic literacies facilitators that got a master's degree in the field that you study, master's degree in laws, master's degree in statistics, master's degree in accounting sciences, to guide you through the key skills and the key concepts of that. With that, Bronwyn, you can take over.
Thank you, Jacques. And welcome, students. My name is Bronwyn Wright. I am a regional academic coordinator here at the Western Cape region. And we, Jacques and myself, are responsible for everything that you see that is on the screen here. So in terms of the students that are doing the education qualification, for second year, there will be what we call micro lessons. And the micro lessons are done predominantly on campus. So you need to come and do your micro lesson at the campus, or there will be also at times, if you can't make it to campus, we will do online sessions as well. So I don't know if there is anybody here that has registered for those modules that are on the screen. It's TPN 2602, TPS 2602, TPF 2602, and TPG. Is there anybody that has registered those? Okay, so now be forewarned, those education students, you will be doing this in your second year. Okay. I'm not going to go over the digital learning because Tabo will be going through that. I think a lot of you have done the first year experience MOOC as well as the academic integrity MOOC. Am I correct? Okay. And then there is somebody from the academic development open virtual hub who will be speaking about co-curricular courses as well. Okay, so very important, we have what we call a Western Cape Student Support Portal, which is under My Modules. Has anybody gone to the My Modules site on MyUNISA and seen the Western Cape portal? Raise of hands. Okay, so we've got one student. For those that have not got access to that portal, it is very important that you get it so that you can see what we have available at the campus and online. There will be a workshop right after this orientation session with Tabo and Sivu in the labs, and they can assist you to get onto the portal. It's very important because, as I said, it gives you an overview of the Western Cape region, important contact details, all the provisional schedules are there. So that's for Writing Center, for the Numeracy Center, and anything that is happening on campus or online, any other workshops, counseling workshops, library training, etc., etc. It's all available on this space. So it is a weekly schedule. It is updated for all the events and workshops that are happening on campus and online. And there you will see, if it's on campus, you will see a venue name or venue allocation. But if it is an online event, you will see links to join the session, and that is where you can get them. So don't just rely on an SMS or an email, etc., etc. And also, I think it was Lonabo or somebody mentioned earlier about the scammers out there. To make sure that you get the right information and the right training and the right workshops, etc., always go and check our portal for correctness. Okay, so it's very simple. I'm not going to go through all of it. You will need to log into MyUnisa. You should know how to do that. If you haven't claimed your MyUnisa, again, there is a workshop after this. You will log into My Modules, and then it will take you to your My Modules or all the modules that you have registered for. And there you will see also a little button for the Western Cape region. You simply click on that and it will open the Western Cape student support site. Okay, and there I've also put on the QR code. You can easily access this or write down that URL bit.ly/UNISA/UNISA-WC. That will give you access to the portal. Remember, if you don't have access, if you don't see it under My Modules, we need to add you. So you'll need to come to the lab for us to do that. So what it basically does is it opens up the just a welcome page, and there you can see there is a button for events, workshops, and class schedule. If you click on that, it will open up all the events for the week. And also there is a basic skills in online exams, the My Exams MOOC, that you can also do closer to your exam block period. Okay, so we've all been talking and everybody's going to be giving you information today. Very important on our portal, we've got our designated email account. So this is for the Cape Town office as well as George. So there is for academic support and ICT, that is us, it's ctntat@unisa.ac.za. For student administration, Lonwabo and the team that spoke earlier, it's capetown@unisa.ac.za or george@unisa.ac.za. Then for student counseling, it's CPT counseling@unisa.ac.za, and they will be speaking shortly after this, as well as library services, CTN lib@unisa.ac.za. So when you get onto the portal, very important, you'll see the different tiles, and those are the tiles where you can go and click to get the different information. Digital learning, Tabo will speak to you about that later. Jacques has already spoken about the Writing Center and the Numeracy Center, and then there's library and counseling as well. And we will also post the video for this student orientation on the student orientation and induction tile as well. Okay, so very important. I think Leanne will speak to you about our Facebook page. Please go and like it, because we do share information there with you. For example, the link to, or the poster to today's session was posted on Facebook. So please make sure you go and click on that little link and then just go and like our Facebook page. Okay, so that is just again the event, workshops, and class schedule. So what it looks like if you click on the events, workshop, and class schedule, it takes you to something that looks like, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, that's very small, but there you will see the in the far right column, it will be either the venue or the link to join the online session. So the venue, whether it be in George or Parow, as well as if there is a link to join, if it is an online session, it will show the link to join. Okay, so that is it from me. Please just remember, if you need any support after this, we will be available after 12. And I think there will be a workshop for My UNISA, My Life, and also how to access the portal. And with that, I'm going to hand over to Tabo.
Good morning, students. My name is Thabo Daeni. I'm a digital learning advisor. I will be very brief because after this, we're going to have a workshop on this in detail. So I'm just going to show you what services we offer on campus. So we have workshops and consultations. So what we do, we schedule my UNISA workshops. I'm sure maybe some of you have attended those workshops online. So where we teach you how to log in, how to access your study material and everything. But all of that will show you on the workshop after this one. And then also have consultations. So consultations are one-on-one. So on our digital learning page, you will be able to book a consultation. The consultation is on Teams, so you must have access to Teams. As a student, you should have a license to join Teams. So you can have a one-on-one consultation if there's anything that you don't understand, and then we can explain further. So the consultation, you show the time and date, but many of you do book consultations, and then when we join the consultation, you are not available. So if you're gonna set up a consultation, please make sure you are available for the consultation. And then we have open access labs. So we have a computer lab upstairs for students who might need a space to do their assignments if you don't have your own personal laptop. So you can work there from Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 o'clock. Unfortunately, we don't open Saturdays or Sundays and public holidays. So you can come to the lab and do your work. Payment, students that wanted to do their payment, they can also go to the computer lab. I'm gonna show you on the slides below our online resources. On the digital learning page, you will see there is book a consultation. So that's where you click and book your one-on-one consultation. As I said, please, if you're gonna schedule a consultation, join, because this year alone, I had, I think, about more than 10 consultations and no student joined, but they scheduled the consultation. So if you're gonna schedule a consultation, please join it. There are other resources that we have. If you go on the page, you'll see there's what is my UNISA, what is my life. It will give you a brief on how to use my UNISA, how to claim, how to access your my life email. I'm guessing many of you have claimed already, and you have access to your my life discussion forums and study material. Also, there is massive open online course which focuses on Microsoft Word Online, presentation skills, and also advanced Microsoft Word. But we'll show you all of this when we're doing the workshop. Oh, okay, that's it. That is our email address. So you can email us, but please only email us for things related to my UNISA, which is maybe you don't know how to change your password, how to use my modules, anything that is to do with the student portal, you can email us. Thank you so much. Please join the workshop if you haven't joined any of our workshop upstairs once we're done with the orientation. Thank you.
So the workshops will take place in the computer lab upstairs, but we will direct you after the program. Next up, we have library services, and here we welcome Mr. Mdungwane to the mic, and he will tell us all about the services offered in the library.
Thank you, Program Director. On the program, you might have noticed that there's supposed to be two people presenting. It's Ms. Velimina Zal. She's right at the back there, so she'll be taking some questions. Yeah, I think the committee actually underestimated your attendance because we thought, oh, it's gloomy or it's going to be hot. So the attendance will be very low. Here we are looking for chairs, looking for extra desks. And the setting is almost like I'm going to give you a paper 1 or paper 2 and so forth. Yeah, so, but a very warm welcome to UNISA. And RD has set a tone to say you must stay resilience. Just remember that it's not going to be easy. Yes, there is that comfortability of being able to work, but it's not going to be easy. Okay. Yeah, that is our picture over there, and this is just a broad outline of what I'll be talking about. Basically, just a procedure. Mr. Abdul Kabari has already covered about the access card. It's also a library card, so it's got two purposes, I think, three: computer lab, library, as well as what am I forgetting now? You had an answer? No. Okay. Yeah. But also, just next door to the picture of the access card, you'll see our opening hours. They might be subject to changes depending on the students' demands. Last year, when we started these kind of hours, and then the students said, "What about weekends? What about some days after hours during the week?" And then we adjusted to found funds to actually open during those times. And then what we do also, we actually provide training so that we can show you how you can actually request a book, because things have changed now. You don't necessarily need to come to the library. You can actually request the book online and to be couriered to your address. Sometimes if your place is not actually safe enough for our couriers to come to the area where you stay, you can actually on MyUnisa indicate the actual address. It can be where you work, can be your auntie's, can be your uncle's address where the book can be safely delivered. And then in terms of bookings, you can see the URL there. It will tell you which modules, not modules, but training offerings that we do have. And we always have a permanent link for you to join. Starting from March, our training starts from 10 up until 11 o'clock. And we also have our email address for in case whatever you want to ask us. Telephone these days is something like, yeah, we know about that one. But our email address is quite, we attend to it quite urgently. So the turnaround time is almost like a day or even hours sometimes, even if you want to actually renew or request the book. Okay, so how do you now book or request an item? I'm saying an item because sometimes people would ask for an article, isn't it? Yeah, so basically you start with the catalog. Today we're not going to show you how the catalog looks like. It's just planting a seed in your head to say there is something called library catalog where you search for a book or an item. And then after that, most people we now know they request a book from the postal collection, which means you request a book from Pretoria. As I've said before, the book will be sent directly to you. And then after that, you have an option for you to return the book at your partner library. That means it's a library that is actually partnered to UNISA. Not all the libraries, public libraries, so you can actually drop it there. In my other following slides, I'll show you the page where you need to go to see which partner libraries we are partnered with, so that you can simply drop the book there and the book can be returned. So you basically don't pay for anything. When you request, it's free. When you return, it's also free. This is our newly published website. So you basically have to remember this one, which is quite easy to remember. The URL, which is just unisa.ac.za.library. The plan here was to actually make this site to be like Google, so that you don't have to go to look for an article for a journal or look for an e-resources for databases. What we've actually tried to do is to create, where's the pointer? And how do you do this red thing? The double thing. So it doesn't work. But I need to go back. Yeah, this one. Or you ring it like this way, middle. Yeah, This is the part that we basically, if you want to go here, it's up to you. But this one will actually search across all of these plus all of that. So we figured out that the Generation Z, that's how they prefer it. They don't want to be told to go here, go here. They just want to do a search and then the system will deliver the results. And this is just a screenshot of somebody who is searching for a book, doing auditing. You can see on the background here, this is the book that they want. And then it says it's available and also says request, which means you can actually click on request, put in your credentials, student number, and your what you call it, your password. And then it will allow you to actually request the book. There will be a field. It's not that necessary way to tell. It will ask you, do you have any special instructions to the library? Some other people can say, okay, please send it to the library itself in Cape Town. And then it also gives you an option for a date. So you basically say, my assignment is going to be due at the end of March. If end of March comes and the book is not there, please automatically delete that request so that you don't block other people who want to request the book. Is that clear? All right. And we're moving with the time, so we are also in the technology space. As you can see, you can go to the what they call them app stores, and then you download the library app so that whatever I've spoken about, you are actually be able to access it on your phone. And we have what we call library guide, which is basically where there's a lot of information. I'm just being brief, but if you go in there, you will find all the information. And this is the example I was talking about, where if you, for example, you're working in Cape Town, you get a promotion to go and work in KwaZulu-Natal, you are able to actually look at our partner libraries and actually return the book there if we took it in Cape Town. So you can also go to Joburg and drop it off there. So there is no reason for you to say, I could not receive the book. I could not actually return the book. And unlike our Minister of Finance yesterday, he dropped certain things and he hiked up certain things. The ones that you like, and he said, go up and then down here. But basically, R5 per day, that is the penalty we will be imposing if you a book late. We have seen 3,000 rand being paid, 4,000 rand. Those amounts they get paid. We're not complaining because it comes to our salaries. Yeah. So so the library, this is my last slide. Basically, library hosts two, I think we got more, but these are the two prolific ones that we actually host the South African Library Week. You can see the dates there between the 16th and the 22nd of March. This is going to be shared with the students, isn't it, Program Director? The whole slides. Okay, yeah. So I just implore you to actually go and have a look as to what this thing means: reclaiming knowledge, empowering futures. There's something that is happening around literacies, as Mr. Tutoit has said. If you go in there and explore those two what do you call them, topics, you will understand why there is something that we need to do about how we learn. And the National Book Week is basically an opportunity for us to invite aspiring authors or people just started or prolific authors to come and share their books. And also we do invite those who want to launch their books. So you are basically encouraged, especially in the area of indigenous languages, so that you feel free to write your book in Chivenda, Tsonga, whatever that you want to do. Yeah. The last slide just shows you our contact details. The library outreach for those people who are staying outside of the Cape Town metropole. Sometimes you go as far as Worcester. They say the financial constraints, we no longer go to certain places. You can use our telephone number, which is actually number for Velimina Zal. She tries her best to actually pick up any calls, but as Thabo has also said, please only call us regarding the library related issues. This is my slide. Thank you very much.
Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina. Okay. Okay, students, next I am going to introduce our lovely Miss Nwabisa Veli. You can find her in room A5 on the ground level. And Miss Nwabisa, she deals with student-related inquiries for students with disabilities. So please, Miss Veli, come and assist us.
Good morning. My name is Nwabisa Veli. I am a lab assistant. I am based downstairs in room A5. I am here to present about the services that we provide to all students with disabilities at UNISA. First of all, we assist our students with disabilities to complete an online application and registration